Good evening and welcome to my club of Cottontales. Tis Fanfuckintasic FriYAY. How has everyone's FriYAY been? My FriYAY is like every Friday pretty much, unless otherwise planned, is Mermy Daughter Day. 'Twas a good day, a long day. Really, it's been a long couple of weeks. I am looking forward to tomorrow going to my sister Wolf's house. I was a little skeptical at first. I hadn't heard from her, and I was just worried with some of the text message she was sending. But I'm gonna be going to her house, food in tow, so I'm just excited to be away from the house for a little bit. Even though it's only gonna be for like 24 hours, it's still something. I actually plan on, because sometimes if I wanted to, I could get picked up later on Sunday, but I actually want to get picked up earlier in the day so I can come relax in my bedroom before resuming mermy duties on Sunday. But, I'm very excited to go see my sister Wolf and also hang out with my friend Armando, who has not seen Burlesque. Cannot believe he's never seen Burlesque. He's also never seen the Prometheus movies, which was kind of surprising. Um, yeah, it's actually still really surprising. So, my bodysuit came, and I'm pretty excited. Oh, by the way, if you happen to be brand new, hi, I'm Amber, a random content creator here on YouTube. I make content for myself. I come here to chat with me, myself, and I, and hopefully get someone else to chat with me. But really, I'm just here gonna gab with myself until I feel like going to bed. It's 9:29. Ayo, 9:29 in the evening. It is Friday. It is the 23rd of October, and yeah. Gonna enjoy some FriYAY evening content via Fortnite, play some Fortnite mares after we enjoy ourselves some Jaded Rose. So excited for tomorrow. Now I do not have Hosey Posey on Saturday. Usually on Saturdays when I'll go and stay in Vancouver, it's usually because I'm already gonna be down there. But I had Hosey Posey last weekend, so I do not have it this weekend. I have it next weekend, which is Halloween. Next Saturday is Halloween, which is crazy. But we haven't hung out with people in 20 days. It's been 20 days since I hung out with someone who wasn't my ex and my 2-year-old daughter. So I am unbelievably looking forward to tomorrow. Even though, go figure, I'll just be hanging out with the same people that I actually hung out with on October 3rd to a T. Like, I'm going to stay the night at my sister's house, and then I'm going to visit my friend that on 3rd of October, it was my first time ever meeting him IRL. I'm going to hang out with him as well. So I do find it kind of funny that, the social interaction that I have planned for tomorrow is the same social interaction that I had the last time that I actually had it. So that's funny. And a little sad because I had been reaching out and hoping to hang out with people. I had originally reached out to my best duder because his birthday's tomorrow, but he wasn't able to have company. Um, so we'll hang out at some point in the next month, which next month is going to be fucking a crazy month. Which I just now thought, my hearing back in the day, it was 3 years ago, it was in November. November tends to be that month. But November 6th, I have some doctor's appointments to go to for my Social Security benefits. Nervous as all heck, especially because one of the appointments is with a gentleman, and male doctors, especially male therapists, give me anxiety. Luckily, the therapy appointment that they're sending me on is with a woman. The physical just happens to be with a guy. Um, But let's be honest, still is pretty prominent to have more male doctors than female doctors. So, whereas it gives me wicked anxiety, like I remember when I was a little ass kid having a male doctor and shit. So, we'll just have to, now that I know it, we'll just have to like, I'm gonna need to look at the papers again and see which one's first. I'm hoping the physical is first, just so I can get that out of the way since that one is with the gentleman. Which physical ones are always so interesting because physically I can do the things that they want me to do usually because they're like touch your toes or do certain things, and it's like I can do that, but it's the movement over time because I have arthritis as well as bad hips, or bad hip. Yeah, I have a bad left leg. My whole left leg is a piece of shit. I have to be mindful with it. I really should. Lately, my mental's been lacking. When my mental's low, I tend to slack on stretching and such when I needs to. So, I've definitely got to make sure to stretch tomorrow morning, though, before leaving to my sister's house because I won't have as large of an area to stretch. So I definitely have to make sure to, and there went the thought. Yeah, it was there, and then it disappeared. Oh man, I love my new bodysuit. It's so good. It's so fucking good, and it fits so nicely. I'm definitely glad I went with a 3 versus the 2 because of my arms. I do have bigger arms, and I'm very, very glad I went with the 3 because whereas it is kind of like it still looks nice because it's nice and form fitting, but in some spots it's like bigger, like it's super stretchy on like my waist and stuff. It fits perfectly on my arms, and that's what I want. I even was like, lifting my arms up and stuff, and honestly, they might even like it's like perfect, but even maybe a little bit tight on my arms. I have big arms. Like usually I don't get outfits that would have like tight arms just because I have such big arms that it's the sort of thing that like a shirt can fit me everywhere else, but if it has sleeves it won't fit me on my arms. Like I would always have to get something for my arms and it makes the rest of the outfit tend to be bigger and billowy. That's one thing I like about this bodysuit is it's nice and form fitting, so uh, the parts that are like a little bit loose or big aren't really noticeable, so that's nice. And if you follow me on Snapchat, which K0TT0NTALE, it's Cottontale, but instead of O's, it's zeros. That's my Snapchat. My preferred social media, I did share the bodysuit a couple weeks ago when I ordered it, and it just arrived today. Um, it's stupendous. I tried it without anything underneath it. I may still. I don't need to get pasties for it. That's one thing that I notice is that like I usually that's what I like about lace is the way the design is set up. Um, if you have pretty flesh tone areolas and nipples like myself, you can get away with wearing lace and you can't really tell where it sits because of the lace. But I do have some like lacy tube tops, and they do have straps, but I want to go for a no strap sort of feel. So I want to try on the bodysuit with some of my tube top lacy thing and see what it looks like. Just because it does give a little bit more support. I have one of the breast shapes that is more natural shaped would be the best way that I can think of it. Like when you look at the breast, it's got roundness to it, but it's got like cone shape, straight points to it. Whereas like most people when they think of boobies, they think of round, bouncy boobies, which that's really only one type of boob. There's so many different types of breasts that it's ridiculous. um, but you tend to think about, that perfect round sort of boobie. When all actuality, I feel like the teardrop, which is what kind of I'm working with, I feel like that is the general most common shape, I would think. Just I feel like that's the most common that I've seen on people. But we tend to notice the round ones more. Just making sure she quieted down, because it's just after 9:30. I put her down about a half hour to 45 minutes ago. I'm going to have to. It's time to update her room into a toddler room. Um, she officially climbed out of her crib, so that was fun. It could have been, sometimes when kids first climb out of their cribs, a foot gets stuck, a limb gets stuck, or something bad happens. I'm just lucky that she actually climbed out of it, and like when I heard the thud, I was like, oh no, but there was no crying or anything. You know what I mean? It was actually complete silence. So I went upstairs, and literally she was opening her door as I was getting to the tops of the stairs, and then she started crying. I don't know if she was crying because she realized that she hit the floor too hard, or because like, oh no, my mom caught me. Like, so I'm not really sure. Um, I've never really been around hyper intelligent toddlers. Um, I'm used to being around hyper intelligent children, like 8-year-olds that remind you of 14-year-olds, but I'm not used to the 2-year-olds that remind you of 6-year-olds that don't have speech yet. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what my daughter makes me feel like. Um, we definitely are in the realm of she's ready to potty train, so I need to start doing that. It's gonna be fun the next year. But anyways, thank you, Asbot. You're working wonderfully. My hair is looking phenomenal. I can't really convey how awesome it is that this color scheme matches this color scheme. Also, so that first day, this was just like super magenta. But after we washed it once, and it still kind of shows up more magenta on camera, but in real life, this is definitely more purple than it's showing here. Um, Gorgeous color still on camera, can't deny that. But this is definitely more purpley than burgundy than it's showing up right now. It's beautiful. I'm absolutely in love with my hair right now. I'm very excited to see what it fades to, and then I freshen it up for my boudoir shoot in December. Um, Now that I've got my bodysuit, I thought about putting on my fishnets as well, just to like get the whole kind of mashup going. But the only reason I didn't want to do that is because I haven't pulled my skirt out yet, and I didn't want to, get my garter or fishnets on and have nearly the whole outfit and then not have the other stuff to pull out with it. Um, it's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be so much fun. I am so excited for December, the day after my birthday, so December 12th. I'm having a nature boudoir shoot. So excited. Okay, content was spread sufficiently. I always like to recheck just to be sure, because sometimes technology is a real bitch to me, and I think that I have shared something and really I didn't, so I just have to make sure. There it is. Gosh, yeah, I love this bodysuit. I really, really do. I'm very, very I love Torrid. Torrid is a great. I'm wearing. This is Torrid. This sweatshirt I'm wearing right now, and this is like one of my best things I love wearing because it's super casual, but it's actually really not casual at the same time. Hold on, let me see if I can. Uh, it's like longer in the back, and it's oh, there you go. So the back is like this. So it's like this, but then in the back, it has this piece sewn onto it. So it's like casual in the front, business in the back, and I love it. It's a reverse mullet. That's more. I guess you would. Nah. If a mullet was considered casual, because it's definitely casual and then business, whereas a mullet is party and business. But anyways, cheers to this glorious FriYAY evening. It's been a stupendous week. I'm very excited to hang out with my sister Wolf tomorrow, even though she seems skeptical, which makes me feel skeptical. I am excited though because I'm going to hang out with my other friend, and to save myself some money on giving gas money, I'm actually going to walk. He does not live that far from my friend whatsoever. And honestly, I love a good walk. I'll bring my vape pen, you know what I mean? That's one glorious thing about living in a green state like mine is you can walk down the street and it's frowned upon. Like I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to vape in public, but you see a lot of people with their CBD vapes, especially in public. Well, and I think the CBD ones are a little bit different because whereas it is, you still have to be 21 to buy it and everything, CBD doesn't get you quote unquote high, or for me, it doesn't medicate my brain, it medicates my body. Um, so that's always nice, which I'll definitely have to have my vape with me because, whereas like I want to do the walk and I'll enjoy the walk, I still have arthritis and it's still fall and it'll still be cold, so I'll have to be very cautious of my leg. But I just put some music on. Like I'm thinking about the walk right now, and it's really not far at all. I am worried when I get closer to where his house is, though. Not remembering where to go because, like, he lives in, like, a weird place. One of those, like, back in the corner places, you know? Oh, shit. Well, there's that Target. I planned on walking to get snacks. Because I'm watching a movie with my buddy. And there used to be a Walmart right there. But no longer. But there is still that Target. So I could always pop to that and get some snacks. Trying to remember. I think they have a Dollar Tree over there. I could go there to get the snacks. Oh man, don't you hate like it's like when you move away from places, yeah, there is a Dollar Tree over there. When you move away from places, you start to lose not necessarily the memory, but well, I guess in a way, the memory of the place that you used to live in, especially when they change it up. I've gone, I have friends that live down in Vancouver, and my therapist is down there, so I go down to Vancouver twice a month, but so much happens in 2 weeks. So much happens. Like, you guys, just what? Like, not even a week ago, I was uber sad because, like, I had no romantic prospects. We were getting over Red Ranger, which I still think, um, you know, I do, like, see my chest is hurt thinking about him. So, obviously, he still is prominent. But, I've recently had a few people talking to me. Um, all of them actually hit me up, but the last one is one that I met via Facebook, and it was kind of like who's gonna message each other first sort of thing. But the other two came from Woo Plus, and they actually messaged me first. Well, I think one of them I might have said hi, but when I was looking through, like he was in my liked people, so he liked my picture and I said hi type of thing. So in a way, we like matched. Woo Plus is a sort of app that you can speak with people that you haven't matched with. You can say hi to anybody that you come across the app. Um, which is it's kind of cool, but also kind of like ooh, because like you get people that you're not interested in, and some of them, they are understandable. Other ones, they sit here and they like, it's almost like they're trying to make a complete stranger feel bad that they're being rejected again, and it's like, bro, I don't even know you, so you're not being rejected. Like, rejection is when you're actually getting to know someone, and then they're straight up like, I don't see this working. And even then, you shouldn't take it as rejection. I feel like rejection is when a person ghosts you. Like, when a person is straight up adult and tells me, like, I don't see this working, I don't take that as rejection. When a person doesn't say shit to me and I haven't heard from them in months, and I'm basically like, okay, I guess we're not talking to each other anymore. That is rejection. Okay? Um, and I guess maybe they're both rejection. Is just one is harsh rejection and the other one is polite rejection. Like politely telling a person that you're not my type or I'm not interested in you type of thing. Um, for me, even if I have a instant physical attraction to someone or an instant friendly connection, I'm always going to start it as an acquaintance. And I always read it too. You know what I mean? Like you read a vibe. Sometimes it goes more sexy quickly. Sometimes it goes more friendly. Sometimes it goes more serious. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's all of the above. I have one that hit me up, which, oh my god. This motherfucker hit me up yesterday. And he got me with a few things. For one, I could tell that he read my profile because the first thing he said to me was, "Good morning, princess. How are you?" And I was just like, like I started having a panic attack. I actually had to like slow myself down, medicate, and then respond to him because it like I hadn't been called organically princess in a long time. The last person that called me princess was actually one of my best friends. So it was hitting different, right? Well, and then he asked me how long I've been doing YouTube and stuff like that, and the only way he would know that is if he had actually read my profile. And mind you, that information about my YouTube is actually towards the bottom, and my Woo Plus profile is very in depth. So that was cool. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't know. I just like a good mixture of like talking about casual stuff and also talking about sexual stuff. Because like when you have a sexual connection, you know what I mean. Um, it's best to read the situation. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you beat around the bushes, a person's not going to want to talk to you about anything. So, regardless of what the conversation is, as long as you're being upfront about what it is that you're talking about and how you're, like, I don't know, assertive in the way that you're being. I find that there's a lot of people on the dating apps that aren't very assertive, and that worries me. Because, like, for me myself, I didn't even think about joining those, especially not at the beginning of my separation and being single, because I was getting over my relationship. Like, I didn't, like, even though I hadn't had romantic feelings for him in a long time, and way before we separated for the second time, I still didn't want to date anyone. You know what I mean? It wasn't like November 1st is when we officially were single, and I didn't even join Tinder until the end of January. And it was very like when I first joined Tinder, it was very much like my profile was very different. I mean, you guys have gone with me in the evolution of my Tinder in the last few months, but from January, February, March to it being me really just like all relationship starts as an acquaintance. This hopeless romantic wants more. That's always what my profile said, but I also like the first 3 months I was definitely like when I was talking to people I'm like I'm just really looking for friends, not even really looking for hookups. You know what I mean? So it's like January, February, March was just straight up, friend zone type things. And then, going into April, May, June, and then finally July is when I actually got laid. But those months I was actually trying to get laid. I'm like, fuck it, okay, so mainly the people on the app are for this sort of reason. I'm like, I'm kind of feeling that at this realm, so why not? So the first 3 months was just like me only really wanting to, still always starting with an acquaintance. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people think, oh, they're down to fuck, that means I have a chance. It's like, you still have to see if there's a connection, a vibe. Like, you start as acquaintances. It's always what it's gonna be. And there's some people that are willing to, like, that's why you have one night stands. You fucking acquaintance sort of thing. But anyways, so first 3 months was just friend, and then next 4 months was like that FWB, and then the last few months I've just been more like since August, really, like August, September, and now it's October. So the last 3 months has just been me really like, it's still going to start as an acquaintance, but I don't like, I'm going to read the connection for what it is. So if I have made a connection and I'm looking at it and it just says FWB, like I'm going to go towards that sort of realm. But if I'm reading connection, I'm like, potential boyfriend, you know what I mean? PBF, potential boyfriend. I'm just like, okay, so we go at a little bit different. Like, I think if people were more honest with the fact that within the first 30 seconds to a minute, you do kind of know how you feel about somebody on some little level, and that's where you build your connection off of. If people were more honest about that, you would have more real connections happening. A lot of people want so badly to have a connection with someone that they'll pretend to be something else. I've been there. You know what I mean? I don't do that and haven't for a very long time because I truly feel that, especially with DID and my mood disorder, like I can't control my emotions like that. So me trying to only show you one part of me is really difficult. Like I just got to be me. You know what I mean? And hope that someone goes along with my vibe. So far, I've had a few people that are kind of vibing with me. I call them the T's because literally their names all start with T's, which is hilarious if you ask me. I do have one that I'm vibing with the most, and it definitely doesn't have anything to do with the fact that he called me princess, but it don't hurt. No, one thing that I actually really like is one of the questions he asked me is he wanted to know what's something serious that you like about yourself, something sexy that you like about yourself, and something funny. Like, I like that. That was like a different sort of question, you know what I mean? And it kind of like covered the whole realm and aspects of a human being, you know what I mean? You have your serious side, you have your playful or funny side, and then you have your sexy side. That's like a trifecta that most human beings have. So I really like that he asked that. And when I mentioned my mental health challenges, my mental and physical, he had mentioned that he had his own mental health challenges. And I'm just like, oh. And see, for me, that was like a really big green light because dating someone who is going to have a similar sort of journey as you is going to make it flow easier or better or just like, I don't know. When you date someone who doesn't have mental health challenges and you're dealing with them, they're not always going to be able to kind of understand, and sometimes they'll come at you in a way that's not healthy because I've had that experience. Or the same thing with physical health problems. Physical health problems are a little bit different because, for example, when my leg would give out, I literally would crumple to the ground. I'd have to grab nearby things. There was many a times when I'd be walking with my ex-boyfriend Dan and my leg would give out and he would have to hold my arm. He would just get in a habit of always having his arm out. People thought it was so polite and he's like, it is, but I actually do it because my lady's leg is a bum. He got a bum leg, you know what I mean? And I've had it for a very long time. Uh, and 10 years my leg has been arthritic. Um, but I was born with joint problems. I have a ginormous scar on the left side of my body because I had hip issues when I was Rainbow's age. Like I was in a body cast when I was my daughter's age. My mom says it's kind of like bittersweet and interesting and kind of weird seeing my daughter run around because that's not something that my mom ever experienced with me because I was always in and out of body casts until I was of school age. Um, and then I wasn't in body casts anymore. Oh wow. It's like a footprint. The oil. I always like it reminds me of like tea leaves, fortune telling sort of thing. But I always like after I spark Jaded Rose after she's had some sugar wax or crumble on it, looking at it and seeing what it makes. Um, and it honestly kind of looks like a semicolon too, which I'm living for. Either way, it's a beautiful, very happy and positive feeling sort of vibe when I look at it, and that's what's nice. I feel like that's a lot of what a tea reader would go off is they're obviously looking at the exact like patterns and stuff like that, but also the aura, the nature of what it's bringing. I'm a little jelly. There's some good stuff in the store right now. Oh man, I want this so bad. So I was coming in here to tell you guys that I want it so bad. I'd been wanting it so bad, and then when they added this, I especially wanted it. But now they added a fall one. Oh man, I'm kind of sad right now. Oh, it looks so cool, dudes. Okay, yep. So next time he comes to the store, I'm gonna have to get him. I can't get him right now. I only have 800 Zavimux. You know what? I'm curious. Let's. Nope, wrong thing. It was cute though how it had Mr. Meowsers with Kit. I wanna check and see. I doubt it. Randomly get 400 and can get Bushwhacker, or is that what his name is? I don't know. But, or Honey something? I don't know. He's amazing. Oh, man. So, in 2 days, I get 300, and then another 10 days after that, I do get another 150. So, I mean, close. uh, Alright, let's go play some Fortnitemares, shall we? I am kind of stupid nervous as it is nighttime. So it being nighttime definitely adds kind of a bit more of a ooky spooky factor for me. And then the Fortnitemares is kind of terrifying. Just the sounds and everything. But it's super fun. Let's look at these ones. Oh, hey, look, in 2 hours you get the next bit. I'm gonna be in bed by that time. But in 2 hours you get the next to the Fortnitmare. I have not came across the candy. The candy that I came across, because you see I've eaten 2 pieces. So, excuse me, someone else dropped that. So, I'm not even sure where you get candy. Hopefully we come across that. Oh, let's look at week 9's challenges, shall we? So I think we should land at Sharky Shell, because I have to do that twice, and place top 25. really, we're gonna base it on where the battle bus is gonna take us. But anywhoosie, it is just after 10 p.m. So good evening and welcome, and thank you for joining me for a very lovely, fan-fucking-tastic Friday evening meeting here in the Club of Cottontales. I'm very excited for tomorrow, going to my sister Wolf's. So usually I would even do like a mini meeting in the morning, but that's usually because I have anxiety about going to therapy like anybody would. So I'll have a meeting to kind of get my nerves and such down, but I don't have that. I just, I don't have the urgency of going to a doctor's appointment. Um, and actually, I don't even have to leave as early as I do because I don't have that doctor's appointment. So I think it'll be nice. Like, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good weekend. Oh man. At dusk, everything looks so cool. That fucking pickaxe is like sexy as all fuck. And her skin was all glowing. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna go to Sharky Schnell because it'll just be too hot for me. What is this? Highest spot and lowest spot of the map? Dance. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure one of those is the highest. Shit. It's one of these. I want to say this one is the highest. Watch the other one be the higher one. But I'm pretty sure this is the higher point. Now, the low point. That's an interesting one. It's gotta be somewhere in here. But yeah, this has definitely gotta be the highest point right here. Yep, highest point. Perfect. I was right. Now, I feel like the lowest point, like I said, is going to be over here. So that we'll do that next time when we go to the Sharky Shell. When we go to the Sharky Shell, I don't know why when I say Sharky Shell, I want to say Sharky Snell. I don't know why. It's fucked up. Oh, shit. Jesus fuck. I got knocked the fuck back after killing him. But I killed him. Killed my first ghost. Or shadow is what they're called. But no, isn't she just like the perfect skin? I love that we've been doing a couple different Halloween, All Hallow Eves skin setups, loadouts. And then this was our most recent one, and it was right as the game actually switched to Fortnitemares. And she's just perfect for it. Wow, these people are not very good. I mean, how did they actually think that was going to end? I've only killed Shadow. Wait, no, I think I killed one human. Best part about killing a Shadow is that that's their final death. There is no coming back after dying as a Shadow, so... Got candy. Just always sounds so creepy. Only thing that I can't handle. It's like the sounds just like tighten my fucking chest. Is that a person in the water? What the hell is that? Oh, maybe a wall? Okay, there's a person over yonder. Nope, that's a fucking whatchamacallit. Fucking gatherer or something. No, the little ones are gatherers. I forget what that big thing is. Ah, shit. It's definitely creepy when you have a few of them coming after you. Ah, crap. I want to go upgrade, but that ain't gonna happen with fucking Broski up in there. Ah, shit. Oh shit, that's right. I could have gone to that upgrade machine. That moment when there's more ghosts than humans. Homie, there is only 8 people, myself included, and 26 ghosts. And I've already killed a good amount of them fucking shadows. Oh my god. 4 humans, 27 fucking shadows. What the fuck? See, but what happens... Okay, there's one other person and 26 ghosts. What happens if... Okay, no, now there's a person that just came back. Okay, I am fucking tripping. I can't even with this game right now. I'm bouncing around. So there's 2 other people, 21 fucking ghosts. Okay, now there's 1 other person. And many, 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 many ghosts. Oh, so I have to kill the ghost now. Holy shit. Okay, that's fucking crazy. Wow. I was the last person to succumb to all the ghosts. What the fuck? Nightmare Royale! Like, what the fuck? Ooh, this is fucking crazy. Oh, shit. That was, it was different. Perfect. Literally 420 somewhere. So that was crazy. I was absolutely not, no way to anticipate all of that just happened. Um, Craziness, if you ask me. Wait, what? So that was a Victory Royale. Wait, what? Because it says spiritual successor got a Victory Royale during Fort Nightmares. So since I was the last human alive, I won, right? A 110 solo matches. Okay, so yeah. Wow, that was the Victory Royale, you guys. Whoa. Okay. My mind's blown. I can't. That's super dope. So that was my 10th win this season. But it was a Fort Nightmare Victory Royale. That's kind of cool though. And I love that it was with her. Okay. What a great way to end this meeting. I just wanted to hear to have a little Club Cottontale meeting because this weekend we probably won't have any on, well, for surely not tomorrow. Unless like I absolutely like wake up in a panic, you know what I mean? Because that could happen. But I don't foresee any content on Saturday or Sunday, so I'll most likely see you on Monday. But truly, only the universe knows when content is going to be made. So until then, and always, be kind to yourself and everyone else. And we'll see you next time. Bye! Ooh.